myself as well as the topic. So the reason why I'm standing here is because I really want to get something. And thanks to all of you for coming here. And I promise to you that I will bring you a great moment with my presentation. Please enjoy it. Thank you very much. So now, the topic that I would like to talk about is about the cohabitation. What is cohabitation? The cohabitation is the act of living together as husband and wife without legal marriage. And before starting my presentation, I want to ask all students here about one question. How do you think about the cohabitation? Please raise your hand if you think the cohabitation is good. So, well, I saw that a lot of people here think that cohabitation is bad, right? And so I would like to invite you. What's your name? So, Minh Anh, could you tell me the reason why you think that the cohabitation is bad?
I think that cohabitation is not correct with the Vietnamese culture and ethics.
Yes, thank you. And so I'm going to invite you. I saw that you think that the cohabitation is good, right? So, could you tell me your name?
My name is Yung.
Yeah. So, could you tell me the reason why you think that the cohabitation is good idea?
I think cohabitation is make the couple know more about each other. And it is easy to get married after the cohabitation.
So thank you for your opinions. As you can see, the cohabitation is a very hot topic, and that's why I'm very pleased to talk to you about this topic. And I will let you know more about this topic through answering the question: can the benefits of the cohabitation before the marriage outweigh its disadvantages? So there's going to have 5 parts of my presentation. The first part is about the facts, and the second and the third is about the advantages and the disadvantages, and next is about the problems of cohabitation, and finally it's about the conclusion. So now we move to the first part, is about the facts of cohabitation. So as you can see from the graph, the number of cohabitation in UK has increased from 2.9 million in 1996 to 5.9 million in 2012. And this number in US has increased by more than 17 times in 51 years. So, especially in Vietnam, according to the Viet Express, that there are 56.3% of people agree to live together before the marriage. So you can see that nowadays a lot of people are choosing to live together before marriage. And so I will tell you the reason why, the advantages that we can get from the cohabitation. The first reason is about testing the compatibilities they want. According to the National Survey of Families and Households, that the most important reason of cohabitation is learning from each other. They want to spend time together, and they want to know more about the personalities, their hobbies, and as well as the sexual abilities of the partner. And so I guess that is the most important reason. And the next reason is they can share the bills and the living expenses with each partner, so they can save their money and to invest in their marital life in the future. And next is the cohabiting couples don't have any benefits such as the law of marriage. For example, they have the freedom to live the relationship without any legal complications. And finally, they can prepare for the marital life in the future, such as buying groceries, or paying the bills, or organizing the house, etc. So, I guess that we have 4 advantages, and now we will move to the disadvantages part to see whether it can outweigh the benefits or not. The first disadvantage is about the unwanted pregnancy. You can see from the graph that the highest abortion rate is highest in the cohabiting couples. So the next is next about the domestic violence. So from this statistic, that you can see the number of women who are not married experience a rate of violence, domestic violence, higher 4 times than the married woman. So, and next is having no bindings. Having no bindings can be a benefit of the cohabitation. However, it could be the disadvantages. Why I say that? Because when people living together in an uncommitted relationship, it means they will be unwilling to work out the problems. And the final is they don't have any legal protection. For example, for the unmarried couples, they don't have a same rights as married couple. For example, the housing rights or the parental responsibilities. And we'll have, I guess that we'll have 4 advantages as well as 4 disadvantages. So now, can we answer this question? Can you tell me, can we answer this question here? Actually, I would say that it's not enough to state the conclusion about this question, because we have to consider the real problems of cohabitation nowadays. The first problem is about divorce rate, and the divorce rate of the cohabiting couples is higher than the non-cohabiting couples. And the second is about the unmarried couple have a short-lasting marriage than the married couples. And finally is about the unmarried couple tend to be poorer than the married couples. So based on all the information, so now we can conclude that the benefits of the cohabitation before the marriage cannot outweigh the disadvantages. So here is some references which could give you further information. And that brings me to the end of my presentation. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. Thank you for listening.
Your tone and your speed of your voice changed frequently. I think maybe it's your first time speaking in front of a very large group like this. So remember to breathe evenly, because especially in English, when we change our pace or change our tone, it changes the emphasis and it changes the meaning sometimes of your sentence. And especially in a persuasive speech like this one, those things can make a very big difference for how convincing it is.
In this case, you cited many statistics about divorce in cohabitating couples, and I'm curious if you think that this is the case where cohabitation before causes a higher divorce rate, or that people who are more likely to cohabitate before marriage are also more likely to see divorce as an option. It's a very different attitude towards marriage. People who consider marriage is the most important thing, no matter what, you will finish it, or people who see as a temporary, as long as it's beneficial for both partners. So I'm curious if you think these statistics are because of cohabitation, or that it's a different kind of person cohabitate or to have a long-lasting marriage. Does that question make sense?
Could you say the question stronger, please?
In statistics, we say correlation, which means there's a connection, but it's not causation. Meaning, do you think cohabitation causes the divorce, or do you think this statistic is just a coincidence?
Thank you for your question. And so this the cohabitation is the cause of this divorce. So the statistics that I show you is when the couple cohabit first and then married, and they have a higher divorce rate than the couple who don't cohabit and they just married. And I think this is the cohabitation is the cause of the divorce rate.
Do you have any question?
In your presentation, you said that when people cohabitate, they can save money. That is one advantage. Is it right? But in the conclusion, you said that average couples can be poorer than married couples. So the reason why the cohabiting couples want to cohabit with each other because they want to save money, right? But however, when they cohabit, they lose the concentration on their job. They can save money, however, their job gets worse, and this means they get low income. So that's why I think that the reason why the unmarried families tend to be poorer than the married families.